Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Haba, Nick, or not Haba, and today I'm bringing you a brand new video. And in this one, before we get into it, just want to say thank you for all the support recently. I have a few videos doing really well, and I owe that all to you guys. So thank you a ton, and to all the new subscribers and everyone that's supporting me and believing in me. I really appreciate you. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm just gonna keep doing my thing and hopefully keep providing value in order to help you guys and also entertain you along the way. But yeah, for this one, I had a slight idea of what I want to do with this video. I don't know exactly what style beat I'm gonna be making, but I'm gonna use FL Studio stock plugins only, and this is just kind of to show that, like, you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on all these expensive plugins or stuff like that. And I feel like the real important thing is figuring out how to make good music with what you have, because odds are it's really good stuff. You just tie more value to the other items because you spent more money on them, but they're not needed in order to produce a good high quality beat or music or song or whatever it may be. So that's kind of the idea for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please leave a like and comment. Let me know what you want to see from me in the future. Let me know what you like about the video, what you don't like about the video. Constructive criticism is always welcome. But yeah, with that said, let's hop right into it, shall we? All right, so I'm gonna hop in here and I'm gonna pull up FL keys. I'm just gonna use the piano for now. Might swap up the preset later, and I'm gonna drop the BPM down to 120, and I'm gonna turn on typing keyboard to piano keyboard because I'm not using my MIDI right now. If you right click on this, you can select what scale you want the notes to play in, and then all the notes you're typing are automatically in that scale. I don't know how to change the bass note, so if you guys know how to change that, let me know in the comments down below. But I'm just gonna mess around on my keyboard until I find something I like. So I'm just gonna start with chords here, and I'm just gonna make a triad, and you do that by skipping each note in the scale. So I like this chord progression. It's a pretty common one, I believe. Gonna just drop my bottom notes there, and now I'm gonna add the fourth note of the chord just to see if I like it. So I've got this nice chord progression here, so I'm just gonna start making a melody. So I like this melody a lot. So I'm gonna duplicate it over and then just add some slight adjustments over here so it's not so repetitive. Like, I'm gonna make this go up instead. And then we're gonna swoop this down here. So I'm gonna highlight, no, before I do that, I'm gonna come down here and mess with my chords a little bit on the second half of the melody. I'm just gonna add random little cuts here. Yeah, I think that sounds really good. So now I'm gonna highlight all my chords and press Alt S. That's gonna strumize them, humanize them a little bit. And then I'm gonna press Alt R for the whole melody to randomize my velocities. And now I'm gonna throw this on the mixer, and I'm gonna add some fruity reverb too. Turn up the wet a little bit. Turn up the low cut a touch. Turn on a very, very slight delay. So now I'm gonna grab a fruity delay 3. Now I'm gonna turn down this wet knob a bit, just so it gives it a touch more depth, but not a lot. So I like this melody. I'm just gonna rename this piano. And now I'm gonna open up Flex. This is another FL plugin. And there's a preset in here I like. Where is it? I think it's this Haunting Hour. Yeah, and I'm just gonna grab my root notes here because I think this makes for a nice pad. Let's hear what this sounds like. Yeah, so I like that. I'm gonna throw some reverb on it. Turn up the size a bit, turn up the wetness. So I think those go well together. I'm gonna look for something else to layer this with. So I'm gonna open up Citrus and see if they have a nice synth bass in here. So I'm gonna roll with this Deep 2 and see if I like it. Yeah, so I think that sounds really good. There's one last thing I'm gonna do to this melody. Let's just boost some of the frequencies I like a little bit. Not much, but you know, just a little bit. So I'm gonna roll with this for my melody for right now. I'm gonna just split this by channel and throw all these on the mixer really quick. And then I'm gonna right click them and press render and replace. And this is just so I'm working with waveforms here, so I can add a little bit different stuff to them. Like for instance, I'm gonna duplicate this piano and I'm going to click this little waveform up here and click make unique. And then I'm gonna reverse it. And I just got to fix it really quick. Just line it up so it's the same. Extend it back out. Flip both ends. And then what I like to do is so it's the same progression, but still in the reversed feel. In the reversed touch and reversed feel, you just slice it up like that. And then drag the end to the front and the front to the end. And then we'll hear what this sounds like, just the piano and the reverse piano. So I think that sounds really good. I'm happy with this melody. So I'm gonna create another pattern here and I'm gonna start laying down drums. So for this part, I'm not going to be using stock FL things for drums, but I am going to be using free drum kits. So these are going to be Rio Leyva's kits over at Wave Supply. They're totally free, really good kits, really high quality sounds. I highly recommend them and use them regularly. So go check those out. I'm going to just add a clap. I'm going to grab a hi-hat now. Turn up this out knob, make it a little crispier. Grab an open hat. Now I'm gonna grab an 808. I'm gonna grab the Spins 808. No surprise. And I'm just gonna follow my root notes. And for this part, I'm also gonna mute the bass. So I'm gonna just do a mad basic pattern, but I think it sounds good. Now I'm gonna grab this clip kick and copy my spins pattern and paste it on there, and then go onto the piano roll and press Alt K. And that's gonna allow you to select what note you want to put all these on, and I'm just gonna go with C5. And then I'm gonna turn it down. So now I'm gonna add some hi-hat rolls, some hi-hat rolls. So I think that sounds good. I'm just gonna duplicate over this pattern. I'm gonna grab this dark snare. I think this pattern sounds good. So now I'm happy with my drums. I'm just gonna mix everything out really quick. So I'm gonna mess around with some plugins to make this pad like wider without using my wider plugin, even though it is a free plugin. But I think it's good for me to try to do this. So first I'm gonna add this fruity chorus because I think it sounds cool. So now I'm gonna add this stereo enhancer and just turn up the separation a little bit. And I tweaked a couple other things just a touch. But I think that sounds good on there. So now I'm gonna add my master. And this is just a fruity parametric EQ1 with the lows, mids, and highs just slightly boosted, and a fruity soft clipper with the default settings. But I think this sounds good, so I'm gonna lay this beat out. So one last thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come into that original piano pattern I have, and I'm gonna make it unique, and I'm gonna get rid of everything except my chords. And then I'm gonna use this part on the second half of my verse. Actually, no. I'm gonna use it on the first half of the verse. So I've got this beat all laid out. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little rundown. So it's gonna start out with the bass, the reverse piano, and the piano. And then the first 8 of the hook, it's gonna be the same, except I bring in all the drums except the 808, and I bring in the pad. Then the second 8, I get rid of the bass, and I add the 808. So I kind of swap those two out. And then it's gonna drop into the verse here. And I add this little gap. I like that. And then I made my piano unique, as you guys saw, and did just the chords for the first 8 of the verse. And then I'm gonna bring back in the normal piano and the reverse piano for the second 8. And then it's gonna drop out into the bridge here. And I bring in all the elements of the melody plus the bass. And then for the second 4 of the bridge, I bring in all my drums except the kick and the 808. And then I cut them all at the end of this clap to make for kind of a natural transition. And then just repeat. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did learn something. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Come along for the journey to 8 trillion billion people. Subscribe. This is your boy Haba, Nick, or Nahaba, and I'm out. Peace.